This past Saturday marked the 100th anniversary of the Titanic sinking. I went to a restaurant in Raleigh that held an event to remember that historical night. Near, far, many of us recognize this famous song by Celine Dion from the movie Titanic. This version may be slightly different, but so was the event as a whole at the restaurant Tiernanog in Raleigh.
In Ireland, death is really an occasion of rejoicing. It's like sad when people die, but at the same time, we very much keep the memories alive.
For many, the anniversary was a time to rejoice, and also a night to remember.
We won't celebrate. Celebrate is not a great word to use, but commemorate. We got to commemorate these things.
Both Nice and McCrudden grew up very close to the town where the Titanic was built, Belfast, Ireland, and they each played a part in making the event as close to home as possible. The first-class menu on the Titanic was a 14-course dinner, but for the 100th anniversary, guests could choose anything off the second-class menu. Now, this is one of the meals that would have been served to the second class on the Titanic: a roasted turkey, some peas and carrots, mashed potatoes, and a glass of red wine. But it wasn't just the meals that made this event very similar to the night the Titanic sank. Customers were asked to dress in outfits they would have been wearing if they were on the Titanic the moment it sank.
I would definitely be in steerage. So I was in bed and I drowned. So I'm a frozen dead girl.
It shows the captain happy because typically I like to be in charge.
There was singing, there was toasting, and there was laughing. But most importantly, there was remembering. Back on campus, students of Professor Tom Nelson's Writing for Broadcast and New Media classes were treated to a special Titanic party Saturday night in Studio A. Nelson lined McEwen with signs that could have been seen on the ship 100 years ago. The students had food that was based off of the menu of the Titanic and came dressed for the event in their Titanic wear. Nelson had several students read selections from the book A Night to Remember before showing the movie of the same name from 1958.
And now your Phoenix 14 5-day forecast. You may have had shorts on today, but don't put away those sweatshirts just yet. Both tomorrow and Wednesday have a 60% chance of rain. And even though tomorrow will have a high of 81, Wednesday will be colder with a high of 61. Thursday and Friday will both be partly cloudy with highs in the mid to high 70s. One student is tapping her way toward her dreams. How's it coming along? Find out next. One Elon student is using Facebook to bring her dreams a little closer to reality. Our Mackenzie Roberts has the story.
Freshman Ellie Sarford has been dancing since she was 3 in hopes that it would take her somewhere.
I think at this point in the game, you either go all for it or you don't at all, because it's more of a career of love rather than for the money.
Sarford's dream is closer than ever before, and she's on her way to becoming a rockette. After entering the Jump the Line contest almost 2 months ago, her video is currently in the final 10.
Yeah, I'm not really nervous yet because it seems so far away, but I guess it's not really anymore. I'm doing as much work as possible so that I'll feel prepared.
Armed with the support of Elon's students, Ellie has put in hours of hard work in studios just like this in preparation for her rockette audition.
In order to win the competition, her video must receive the most votes. She's a transfer student and doesn't know a ton of people, but she is appreciative of all the support from her fellow students.
Some of them I see people voting, I'm like, I have no idea who that is, but it's really sweet that they're all supporting me.
Currently in second place and closer to winning than she could have ever imagined, Ellie is amazed at the power of social media.
Social media is becoming such a big thing, and I guess this is an example of that, but I never thought that anything like this would happen through Facebook.
Facebook is helping this Elon student become the one thing she has always wanted to be, a rockette.
Ever since I was 6 or 7 and knew what they were, that's kind of what I've decided I wanted to do with dance.
Mackenzie Roberts, Phoenix 14 News.
The winner gets free airfare to the audition in New York City and can audition first. Voting for round 1 ends today, but we'll have results and more details on how to vote on our website.
Whitley Auditorium was packed with students and filled with music Saturday night when Ripcord put on their spring concert. They performed hits like Zac Brown Band's Colder Weather and Stevie Wonder's Signed, Sealed, Delivered. The boys of Ripcord even serenaded one lucky member of the audience with Billy Joel's For the Longest Time. And for the final song of the night, Ripcord dedicated Jason Mraz's I Won't Give Up to two members that are leaving the group. Senior Will Misko said that he thought this performance with Ripcord was the perfect send-off.
Definitely. You couldn't have saw it any other way. I mean, it's kind of like all a little fuzzy right now. Like, have to look back and kind of remember what happened because it went so fast. But it was a great show. It was awesome.
There was singing, dancing, and praise last Friday in McKinnon Hall. The Elon Gospel Choir hosted their annual spring concert for the Elon community. The group opened the show with a small group of praise singers, which led into the big ensemble of the entire student choir. President Chelsea Yarborough shared how significant the choir is on campus. And to see that interview, check out our website.
That's all the time we have for this Phoenix 14 News. Be sure to stay with us throughout the week for the news that matters to you.
Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And also be sure to check out our website. From all of us here at Phoenix 14 News, have a great week, Elon.